Hi there, George here from Approve This, and I want to share with you some really exciting changes that we've made to the application and some new features. So there's really two big ones that I want to walk through with you. The first one here is that we've updated the way that our ad approver mechanism works. Let me show you where I am here real quick. Uh, Here is my workflow that I'm working on, and if I go to edit, the screen looks a little bit different. The thing I want to point out is down here in settings, we now have the ability to have quorum based approvals. So if you have a situation where all approvers need to approve something, or half of approvers need to approve something, or two-thirds of approvers need to approve something in order to move forward, this is your opportunity to set that up. So I'm going to set this up for a two-thirds majority. If a two-thirds majority of people approve this request, then that will be live. And you can see here inside the approval step, it now says fraction, meaning a fraction of the approvers need to approve to move forward. Now, in this case, there's only two approvers. And so as you might expect, we would need three. If there were two approvers, you need both of them. If there were three approvers, you need two of them. Uh, the second thing I want to show you is we have both EU and US compliant e-signature that we've added to the application. Let me show you what that looks like. So again, inside our approval settings here, we're going to go to settings and require e-signature. We've got a pretty robust set of features here. This is designed to be compliant both in the United States and the EU's SES, the simple electronic signature requirements. So we fully hash the full request so we can compare to make sure that nothing's changed. It meets the compliance or the consent requirements and the data storage requirements for the EU and the US. So we can set it so that they can draw signatures or type signatures. You can require a signature for denial, and we also allow you to customize the consent text, the text that we use right above the signature box as well. So I'm going to turn e-signature on for this request as well. And then we'll go and submit a request in this workflow so you can see what that looks like. And so we will just quickly make a test request in this workflow, and we'll show you both mechanisms. And we'll submit that here. All right. So here's the request we just submitted. And you can see on the right-hand side in our approval workflow, the first step we said that needed to be a fraction. So there's two approvers there. And as we configured, it says at least 67% of approvers are required to approve. And we'll go ahead and approve as Michael Scott first. And then we'll approve as Jan. And we're using our administrator approval mechanism. That's why we get that extra pop up letting us know that we've signed as somebody else. And then now Daryl is the one that requires an e-signature. So if we go in and approve as Daryl, we have to go in and make our signature here. Daryl, sign and approve. And you can see that that signature is captured right here. And along with all our audit data, like our IP address and browser string and other configurable other information that allows us to identify the signer as Daryl. And also, it will be saved in our approval certificate. So if you haven't noticed it, we recently added the ability to view an approval certificate, which is a PDF download of what an approval should look like, which I'll show you in just a moment here by clearing out the rest of the approvals in this workflow. Download certificate here. And this is what that looks like. So you can see not only do we have all of the information about each approval, but the signature of that person in that workflow step also appears right here in the certificate. So, as well as the submitted information for the request. Those are the two big changes. The other small change I want to share with you is easy to miss, which is that one of our big initiatives for Q1 of 2026 was to add additional documentation. So all over the application, and especially anywhere you're looking at settings, we have added the capability, we've added little help text. So let me show you what this looks like here. You can see that Lots of places now have explanatory text for how different features work. This was a big request from folks to make sure that everything was properly documented. So, again, more than 30 places in the application now have explanatory text manuals for how to use the various features. As we become more and more feature rich, we want to make sure that everything is well documented. So that's our release for today, which is Friday, March 27th. We hope you enjoy the features. And please do let me know if you need anything. The easiest way to get a hold of me is always just down here in the bottom right hand corner in the chat widget here, but always available through support@approvethis.com or george@approvethis.com as well. Thanks so much for watching.